So while in the process of moving, I wanted to make this short little video because I wanted something that maybe you can relate to, because this is something I really haven't gone through in a while, at least not the deeper I've gotten into this spiritual practice, and definitely my understanding of things such as house spirits. Is moving isn't as simple, I feel like, to us, to pagans, to people who believe in these things, than in just normal everyday people. Not only do we have to box things up, we got to throw things away, we got to sell things, we got to give things up, but we also have to deal with the spiritual objects. And so this is my house spirit shrine. And so this is actually the representation of the house spirits for me. I know it's not exactly like 100% correct, but this is just what has worked for me. And I've had a lot of really powerful experiences with the house spirit that exist in this apartment. And so with me moving and not being in this place anymore, I've really had to contemplate, what do I do with this? And so naturally I looked into history and what we know historically about house spirits and what people did when they would leave their domiciles. And really all I could find was information on the domovoys within Slavic myth. And there seemed to be a connection to the domovoi existing in the house and staying there, and that you needed to perform a ritual of thanks in order to ensure that the domovoi treated the next family with respect and understood while you were leaving. Now, within English practices, within Anglo-Saxon, Scottish practices, with brownies, I found some information that they can kind of travel between houses. If you have a house brownie, house spirit, they can travel between homes. And so there is an idea out there that house spirits can move. And so this is, of course, going to create conflict when you're looking at this information, as many of you probably have had as you look up various amounts of information about pagan practices, and you have to decide, what do you do? Do you go with the Slavic idea of domovoi and that you need to honor it before you leave? Do you go with the idea of a house spirit within English belief, or do you find other information from the kobolds in Germany? Really, the best piece of information I have is to research it and then go with your gut. And so after doing my research and really thinking about it, I want this house spirit to travel with me, because this is an apartment complex, a very cheap building, and it just doesn't feel, I feel like there wasn't a house spirit here when I came here. I felt like it was forgotten about, abandoned, that the house spirit left, or maybe it never had one. And so when I started working with the house spirit, when I brought this here, I felt like it attracted one, it brought one here. And then ever since then, this house has felt very at peace, and I've stopped having so much mischief. The house, nothing breaks anymore. But the moment I thought about moving this the other day, something broke, and I was like, whoa, I'm not gonna move that until like the last day of the move. And so we're basically here. This is it, the final moment. And I need to decide, what in the world do I do with the house spirit? And so I think I'm gonna move him. I'm going to take the offerings outside, leave them out in nature, let them degrade naturally, and then I'm going to take the house spirit, obviously let it know what I'm doing, sage and cleanse the whole area, and then bring the little setup with me abroad so that I may set it up wherever I'm traveling. Now, of course, this is going to lead to, what if there's a house spirit already when I'm traveling? And then I'm like, I don't know, but I feel bad. I don't want to leave this poor house spirit in this apartment complex where the next person that moves in here is definitely not going to care. So that's why I wanted to make this, because hopefully you can relate. Hopefully you've had these moments within your practice and in your life that you have these conflicts, these spiritual conflicts. And so I want to make sure I have them too. I don't know 100% the correct answer. I'm sure everyone's going to do something different, but my gut tells me to take him with me. So yeah, and I love that. He's little, he's cute, he's got a little beer, and he sits here and he watches TV with me. So yeah, I think I'm going to take him with me. Let me know down below what you would do. Let me know down below what you've done with house spirits in the past. Any recommendations you may have for me when I arrive at these new places and set up my little house spirit altar so that they may play with one another. Well, I'm not sure. So let me know down below what you would do in this situation. And again, I just wanted to make this small little video so that we can relate on the complexities of spirituality at times. Make sure you're liked and subscribed and all that good stuff, because I'm about to begin my adventures abroad once more. Make sure you check out my I Sold Everything video so that you can get a sneak peek at what's coming and understand why I'm moving and all these things. But for now, I'm going to deal with my friend here, and hopefully everything is at peace when I leave and I remove these things from the house spirit shrine and nothing breaks. Please, nothing break. With that, thank you so very much for this video, and until the hall, and until the next home, Skull.